Hey guys, it's Lori. If you hear anything in the background, it's just my pug. He's in here with me again. Okay, it's P3, and I'm reporting in on days 12 and 13. Let's see. Oh, and I just want to point out that I will be talking food at the beginning of my vlogs now. So, most of them anyway, with the exception of possibly some of my car vlogs. I might not, but because I can keep track of my stats when I do my car vlogs because I write them down and I look at it before I start my video. So, but the foods maybe not so much. So if you're on P2, you might not necessarily want to watch that, and I apologize for that, but a lot of people do want to know, so I think it's kind of important. So I'm going to be talking food. Just wanted to mention that. Okay, so let's get to it. Yesterday I was up 1 pound, and today I was down 0.4. So yesterday I was up to 122.4, and today I'm at 122 even, and that puts me, today I am 0.6 above my LIW. I wasn't surprised with the 1 pound gain yesterday, and let me just tell you, I'm going to go over what I ate. Yesterday, well, the day before yesterday, I ate, during the day, I ate sunflower seeds, I ate a peanut butter and jelly oopsie roll sandwich, 2 boiled eggs. And I ate, part of that I ate in between jobs, and part of it I ate after. So I didn't like eat all that at one time, but I probably could have. But anyway, I didn't. So for supper that day I had tuna cakes with some tartar sauce that I make, and later I had some faya with strawberries, and then like before I went to bed, I probably shouldn't have done this because I wasn't hungry at all, I just wanted it. I had some sugar-free chocolate chips because I wanted chocolate. I could have easily had some chocolate delight, but I didn't. I had the chocolate chips. And if that wasn't bad enough, I went to bed, I got up about 2 in the morning, and I just want to mention that I know I've mentioned this before, but a bad habit that I used to have before I ever started protocol was to wake up in the middle of the night and binge. So that's something that I still get that urge to do if I get up in the middle of the night. If I'm on P2, I'm fine. It's like I'm in a mindset that I know I can't do that, so I'm okay. Sometimes I think of it, like if I get up to go to the bathroom, but I don't do it. I just go back to bed. But on P3, it's like I have permission, you know, because you can eat. Well, let's see, it would have been Friday night. I got up, it's like 2 in the morning, and here's my confession. I stood in front of the refrigerator with the peanut butter jar and a spoon, and I sat there and probably ate a good 4 tablespoons of peanut butter. Half asleep. Why? I don't know. I don't know, but I did. So I was up 1 pound the next day, and I wasn't surprised. And another thing, the tuna cakes, I don't remember if I gave you guys a link to that recipe before. Jeez, Oscar. But it's a Beowulf recipe that I really, really like, and it is a regular meal that we have quite often here, whether in P3 or P4 or, you know, whichever. We really like those. So I'm going to put a link below to his video on his tuna cakes. And I don't remember if I've ever done that before, but I'll do it now. And he also has tartar sauce with it, and I make mine a little bit different than him. I just do a little mayonnaise, some mustard, and some sugar-free pickle relish. So that's how I do my tartar sauce. Anyway, I'll put a link down there to his tuna cakes. And so yeah, that was Friday what I ate. So then I was up 1 pound on Saturday. On Saturday, yesterday, I was down 0.4 today. So yesterday I had, for lunch, I had a late lunch by about 2:30, 3 o'clock. Salad with ranch and some cheddar cheese and about 5 or 6 pieces of pepperoni on it. And I had a leftover tuna cake on an oopsie roll, like a sandwich with a little bit of that tartar sauce on it. Then I snacked on, in the afternoon sometime after that, I snacked on like 3 pieces of chocolate delight, and I had a few almonds. And the only reason I really ate the almonds was because John had some almonds, and I was like picking at some of his. So anyway, then for dinner we had barbecue chicken kebabs on the grill, and that was really good. That's a homemade barbecue sauce too, and that's a Beowulf barbecue sauce. I'll put a link below to that too if you want to know what that is. That's the only kind of homemade barbecue sauce that I've made that I like, and I've tried several. So I do make a couple of little changes in it. When I do it, I do a little bit less tomato sauce, and I add a little mustard, and I don't know how much, I just squirt some in, and probably less than a quarter of a cup. But anyway, I squirt that in, and I cut down on the sweetener and add a little bit of coconut sugar, because that's more like a brown sugar. So that's the changes I make in that, if you wanted to know. Yeah, and I had a salad too with the chicken, with the barbecue chicken kebabs, and I put some of the chicken on the salad, and I didn't put any cheese on it. I just did a little ranch dressing because I had cheese in my jalapeno poppers that I made. I picked jalapenos out of my garden, and so I used those. They were probably about like 2.5 inches long. They're not huge, and I sliced them in half. I had about 5 or 6 of them, but they were sliced in half, so I had 5 or 6 little halves. And I took the string cheese, mozzarella string cheese, and cut it into pieces so that it fit perfectly into the poppers. And then I wrapped it with a half a slice of bacon and baked it in the oven. And it was really, really good. Those peppers were amazing. They almost had a sweet taste to them. They were so good. And it was so nice to eat the peppers knowing that there's no pesticides or anything on them, you know, because I picked them out of my own garden. So, and I did a Cali Kicker yesterday and had 2 iced coffees. Got up today and I was down 0.4. So apparently the bacon was okay. I got a different brand this time than I had last time, but it was still low sodium. So I got Great Value brand this time, and it was actually really good. So yeah, and I did my fat percent today, and it's at 23.2%. So my fat percent's been the same for the last 3 weeks. So I'm happy with that because I'm not working out. So I'm happy with that. I'm holding steady there. Today I got a little cravey in the afternoon, and I'm really glad we had a baseball game today that was, as it's not on the schedule. They just had us play a game against our local town league today because we're a traveling league, and so it was just kind of a fun game, and I'm kind of glad we had it because before that I was like munching on everything. Not everything, but whatever. For lunch I had some zucchini, roasted zucchini baked with Parmesan cheese, and just a little bit of Parmesan cheese. And I dipped it into some pizza sauce this time. It's the natural, Great Value brand natural pizza sauce. There's no sugar or anything. It's all P3 safe. And I got my container of peanut butter for my peanut butter and celery to take to work tomorrow ready. And of course I had to lick a couple of times on the knife when I was getting that out, so because I didn't learn my lesson with the peanut butter. Then I had about an ounce of Colby cheese. Then I had, this wasn't all at one time, this was snacky throughout the afternoon, 2 oopsie rolls with sugar-free jam. I had a couple pieces of chocolate delight with mac nuts in it. It's like, oh my God, I cannot get satisfied. I feel like I have a bottomless pit today. And I was actually kind of hungry, but all right, maybe I wasn't. I don't know. But anyway, then for supper, tuna cake with some tartar sauce left over, of course, and some fresh green beans that I picked out of my garden. I cooked them in, they're actually on the stove right now. I haven't eaten them yet. I cooked them in some bacon grease, and there's some onions in there with them and some garlic. So that's what I'm going to have. So I won't be really super surprised if I'm up tomorrow just because of the way I was snacky today, but I'm not going to worry about it. I don't think it's going to put me out of my safe zone, so I'll be good. So this is getting a little long, but I just want to say that, oh, first of all, Julia HCG3 girl did a vlog, was it yesterday or Friday? I just watched it today, and I was so glad to see you, and I was so glad to hear that you're watching me, and that just made me feel good. I just really, really have missed you. I enjoy your vlogs a lot. You just have like a calming tone to your voice, a soothing tone to your voice. And I just really, it doesn't matter what you're talking about, I just really enjoy listening to you. So I was glad to see you. And one more thing I wanted to say, Rillah had asked me a question on one of my videos, one of my latest videos. And I replied to her, but I just wanted to bring it up and mention it. It's kind of a good question. So she asked, is it sometimes a bit surreal that you're at your goal weight now? And the answer is yes, it is sometimes. And I still have phantom fat. That's what I call it, phantom fat. Because I feel like, sometimes I feel like I'm fat, fluffy, whatever, you know. So I actually have to like look down at myself to realize that it's not there anymore. So sometimes, yeah, sometimes it is. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that. So I'll go put those links at the bottom and get this thing downloaded. Sorry it's so long. Well, I'm not really sorry, I guess. I had stuff to say, so I said it. So there you go. See ya.